Seinfeld weeknights at 11 on CW 11.
The fallout after a scathing report on the Uvalde, Texas school shooting. Now, the most important stories from across the country and here at home. The impact crime without punishment has on families.
People that are worried about a potential recession.
Financial tips we can all live by.
Hope drives a lot of the good things in the world.
Plus, the positive and the inspirational. I'm Tom Hanson. First to your local news.
This is Seattle News Now at 10. I'm Makovec with a look at your top stories. A surge in COVID cases has public health leaders worried in King County. Seattle Now's Anthony Monzon has the story.
We're currently seeing more cases per day than we did during the peak of the Delta surge.
922 infections every 24 hours. That's the average rate new coronavirus cases were reported each day in King County last week, the latest in a continuing surge that started in April.
We know that these numbers are a major undercount, as many people are using rapid at-home tests, most of which are not included in the official statistics.
King County and Seattle Public Health Officer Dr. Jeff Duchin says the increase is affecting all age groups, driven in large part by the rapid evolution of the new BA4 and BA5 variants.
The recent BA5 variant is better at dodging our immunity from both vaccination and from past infection. And this means it's very easy for people who previously had COVID to get sick again. The variant is also good at infecting people who have already been vaccinated.
Now, deaths related to COVID-19 haven't been rising as quickly as new cases here in King County, which some officials attribute to the effectiveness of vaccines. That said, Duchin warns the region's healthcare system is now under extreme stress.
In addition to COVID-19 hospitalizations, our hospitals are seeing more patients whose surgeries or care were delayed due to COVID-19, on top of the seasonal summertime increase that they see in traumatic injuries and other conditions.
Another major stressor, a lack of capacity at local nursing homes, causing some hospital patients to stay longer, even if they're ready to be discharged. With fewer beds available, Duchin says patients should stay away from the ER unless they're having a true medical emergency.
If you can't wait for a primary care appointment, these conditions are better treated in urgent care facilities or using telehealth services.
Anthony Monzon, Seattle Now News at 10.
Dr. Duchin also adds the continuous arrival of new variants is challenging us in a way health experts didn't anticipate, and that will require long-term sustained prevention strategies to help keep everybody safe. And COVID isn't the only virus on the rise. There are now 53 cases of monkeypox in Washington. The state health department giving the update earlier today. 48 of those cases are in King County, with 2 each in Pierce and Snohomish counties, and 1 case from out of state. That comes after only 16 cases of monkeypox were reported this time last week. Police in Mount Vernon are looking for suspects involved in a shooting inside of a Walmart that left multiple people injured. It all happened at around 10 last night at the Walmart off Freeway Drive. Investigators say a fight between 2 groups broke out and at least 1 person opened fire. 3 of those injured were involved in the initial fight, with the others being a Walmart customer and employee. Investigators are urging anybody with information to call Mount Vernon Police. Seattle Boeing workers are in for a busy few years. Delta Airlines is expanding its fleet, ordering 100 Boeing 737 MAX jets. Those jets will start being delivered in 2025 and will be used to replace older and less fuel-efficient aircraft in Delta's fleet. This is the first Boeing order for the airline in about a decade. The deal worth about $13.5 billion. Delta has a fleet of more than 800 aircraft. Downtown commuters, get ready. A major traffic shift is coming, and that is as work on Alaskan Way finishes up. Seattle's DOT says 5 more blocks of the new Alaskan Way open tonight. Lanes are shifting from the old to the newly rebuilt roadway between Marion and Union Streets. That's going to allow crews to work on new projects like sidewalks and protected bike lanes. The pain at the pump easing a little bit as gas prices continue to drop. According to AAA, the Washington State average today is $5.23 per gallon, which is 13 cents less than last week and more than 30 cents less than a month ago. In the metro, King County is still way over the state average with prices at $5.48 per gallon. A lot of people are packing up and moving out of Seattle. That is according to Redfin Real Estate. Seattle ranking 5th on the list, with more than 17% of people surveyed searching for a new place to live. San Francisco and Los Angeles are ranked highest. Miami and Tampa are the two cities with the highest number of people moving there. But it's hot. Time now to take a look at our forecast. Here is meteorologist Darren Peck.
Okay, we're going to take a look at a pattern that does bring us a slightly warmer setup by the next few days. For the next 24 hours, we've still got this weak system just kind of loitering through the area. It throws us a few clouds. Here's Tuesday morning. We see a few high clouds kind of move over the sound. And it stays that way as high clouds just kind of stream in over the peninsula, mainly noticeable out over the Olympics, and that's about it. There's no real likely opportunity for rain here. Maybe a few showers on Wednesday off of the coast, and those probably stay over the water. And doubtful that we even see that make it on shore. So let's watch the temperatures. We'll take this through Tuesday here, watching the day warm up. And by the time we've gotten to noon, we're already low to mid-70s. And once we hit the kind of warmest part of the day, right in there, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, daytime highs have climbed into the low 80s down for the South Sound, and we'll be in the mid-70s out at SeaTac. For Seattle, Bellingham will go to 72. We'll see Bremerton at 79, and Hoquiam goes to 72. All right, so let's talk about the pattern here over the next 7 days. Tuesday, while we start a subtle warm-up, it gets more noticeable for Wednesday and Thursday. Those will probably be the two warmest days in the 7-day forecast. Even at that, they're not significantly warmer. But you do notice the change by the time we get to Friday. Temperatures by Friday will dip back down into the mid-70s. And that's where we'll pretty much stay going into the weekend, maybe slightly warmer by a degree or two for Saturday and Sunday, but no real likely chance of rain there. And then the numbers will start to climb a bit by the time we get to 80. These numbers come in pretty much on the mark for this time of year, maybe a degree or two above. And the nice thing that we're seeing here, thanks to the overall pattern, is we're not looking at any smoke in Western Washington so far. So the air quality is also staying good on that side. But it's a nice scenario to get outside for your summer plans. A good-looking 7-day forecast.
We go now to Uvalde and that scathing report on the police response. New details tonight on what state lawmakers are calling egregious poor decision-making.